Good day, sweet, magnificent mother truckers. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play with a Kilo Bravo 52, the new battle pass tank, which every and each of you can achieve for 28 battle pass tokens. And pretty much what you can do, you can get it from the store over there, right? Now, I must admit that from the stats, this vehicle doesn't look very impressive, to be fair with you. Nor it's heavy tank, nor it's medium tank, nor it has armor, nor it doesn't weird mother trucking tank. First things first, this tank has the autoloader, 3 shells in the magazine, and you can do 1000 alpha damage. Okay, so far so good, we understand that. It does 340 alpha damage. But how about armor? Well, the armor doesn't look great either, especially if you will meet someone shooting gold. Man, it doesn't look great, but once again, I really don't want to judge the tank by its shapes, and it's like a 257 tank, like whenever you are done shooting, you are raising your gun in the air, so you are lowering the weak spots. Man, it doesn't look promising, I can tell you that much. But we have two different builds, we will test it out, we will play around with this vehicle, and you will get your initial impressions of how do I feel this tank looking like. Is it worth to think about it, or it's just one of those tanks that you are just simply skipping it and you just don't care? You know, this is the purpose of today's YouTube video. So let's teleport into the first game. Alright, and we are in the battle. We are playing Karelia against the tier 8s. That looks promising, that looks good. I kind of want to go with a hardering build because we are going to go into the heavy line. 24-25 seconds reload time is not bad, fellas. I definitely need to highlight this, and this is not awful by any shape or any form. Although the gun handling from the soft stats doesn't really look that promising or that good. The mobility, I do not run the turbo at this point in time, and we can see we have very similar speed like Arias has, so definitely nothing to write books about. Meanwhile, we are trying to cross like this, and we want to punish this mother trucker. Ay, 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 ay. That was 360 for a good luck. There is probably Katita here into the in the mouse, that's why it did the spin, which is completely fine. Not the first time, not the last time. I mean, I understand the goodness of you finding someone and clipping someone out. I do understand the goodness of this, and this could be very, very fine if the stars are aligned and if everything is going okay. I definitely do understand that. I definitely do not think that this tank is a sniper schnitzel, okay? I really want to highlight that sniping with this vehicle, it's not the right way to do the things. I have a feeling that you want to be somewhere towards the heavy line, and whenever someone else is taking hits, you are popping through the side and you are just not slapping enemies left, right, and center. I think this is what you can expect, and this is what you should do with this vehicle. I think it is very important thing to highlight. Meanwhile, we have Bazak, who is thinking about being super aggressive, which is okay, and now we are trying to slap the living crap out of him. I don't love the reload time as well on this tank. I definitely do not love it. Plus, on top of that, lower plate is super weak where this vehicle goes as well. By saying super weak, I mean 100mm thickness is bloody weak, okay? If the Cromwell can penetrate you straight into the face, it is a problem in my opinion. Meanwhile, what we are trying to do at this point in time, we are trying to bait this mother trucker, and we will try to eliminate him from the game just like so. Now, this is the moment whenever we are actually shining, and whenever we just simply can clip him out, good. He had no clue what he is doing, and let's be honest, he is a bit of the tourist-like. mother trucker, which is completely fine. We love our tourists, fellas. We appreciate tourists and we want to play against them. We are not feeling bad by any shape or any form. Now, what we are waiting until this predator will try to get a bit more involved over there while we are trying to be safe from this tier 8 sniper schnitzel. Once again, not the easiest performance over there, but we want to be smart. Meanwhile, T-44 is trying to hit us over there. I'm pretty sure about this, but once again, we are kind of alright. We don't need to panic. We don't need to cock our pants. Meanwhile, we are trying to go back, not the most ideal choice by me, I can promise you that. And we are getting slapped by all the sniper schnitzels all over the place. Yeah, we are loading gold. With a gold, we should be able to penetrate this triangle relatively easily. If he is going to make the same mistake again, right? That's all we are looking for and that's all we need. Luckily, Scorpion did not penetrate us. That is a good thing. Can we slap him once again? We can. Very, very good. We definitely do remember about raising our turret. So the weak spots won't be that visible. And with the new patch, we have a new matchmaking in World of Tanks, which is working very, very good. 2 to 8 for the time being. And I am pretty happy with Wargaming job what they have done. I do not know, can you feel a bit of the sarcastic note over there or not, but I am definitely being sarcastic, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I am definitely being sarcastic. Yeah, okay, I don't see this tank being super good. I just don't see this tank being super good, which is not a bad thing. It is a token tank. I don't think that it is a big pile of trash either. But once again, the point being is I think that it's going to be quite a difficult tank to play with. That is very important thing to highlight. It's not epic tank, that's a fact. And I think my initial impressions are right. That is going to be 3.5 stars tank. Quite specific, nothing to write books about. And the tank module, which I said that this vehicle reminds me, let me find it to you. Okay, hear me out. It definitely reminds me 752. It definitely does, because it's very, very similar. But with a 572, whenever you are raising the gun, it's not that easy to penetrate you. Yes, it is possible depending on the ammunition used, but looking into the standard shells penetration and whatnot, you can clearly see the difference between this and between this, you know. And the penetration is even higher over there. If we would increase the penetration to 310, yeah, you see what I'm talking about. So I definitely think that this vehicle is just simply significantly worse than 752. And as a matter of fact, if we would compare armor, yes, you can do that in the index page. Who could imagine that? 752, you can see quite a bit of the difference in the armor wise, right? You can definitely tell the difference. Move your ugly face, Kilato. Sorry. Look, the difference is quite huge, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. The difference is quite huge. I can tell you that much. Absolutely, absolutely ridiculous, right? The same gun is shooting both of the tanks. And if the tanks are looking at you, yeah, I mean, that is unfortunately no bueno. Which is kind of sad. I was expecting something from this vehicle, but it is how it is. Nevertheless, first game, 3.7 thousand damage, 1.8 thousand blocking. We played well. We definitely haven't done anything bad over there, and I'm feeling pretty good. Plus, on top of that, 10,000 profits. It's not a premium tank, just to make it clear. It is not a premium tank, fellas. Good. Let's go for round number 2. Alright, Berlin standard battle. I kind of want to go into the middle, honestly. we could test out how this vehicle can do the medium tank things. Let's try to do that. I think this is going to be an interesting one. I definitely could play in the heavy line, undoubtedly, fellas. I definitely could do that, but I want to do something unusual and something different, right? And that is okay. Let's go to the middle of the field like a tourists we are, and instantly we are heading into the bunker. If we are going to meet the Charmele, there is a chance he is going to slap us for 1,200 damage. But we are feeling kind of alright. He doesn't know that we have an autoloader, which is okay. And he learned this a hard way. That was a very, very, very bad play by him. But once again, keep this in mind that people do not know how this vehicle is looking like yet, okay? So you cannot simply blame the guys for being noobs, if you will, just because this tank is just freshly released into the game. So please keep this in mind. Meanwhile, Charfutur is paying attention, good for him. Let's try to punish him, because I have a feeling that we can do that, because he will keep peeking, because why the heck not? And we are feeling alright. He doesn't know that we have an autoloader as well. Now, keep this in mind that whenever we are playing with a newer tank and we are making a review like this, right, or doing initial impressions, it's all the time surprising for the enemies that... Excuse me? Yeah, this mother trucker has an autoloader? How many shells he has in the magazine? Is he accurate? Does he have armor? So once again, as per usual, whenever the review of the tank is fresh and new, people just do not know how to deal with you. If we are talking about the tank with any moderate armor, okay? That is very important thing to say. How is the accuracy of this tank? On the paper, it doesn't look promising. I can promise you that. On the paper, it looks that type of nature. You know what I mean? Mr. Vlad in the back. Can we punish Vlad? Not really. It doesn't look too promising, to be fair with you. It's okay. Maybe I could load the gold ammunition as well for the heavy line. I kind of want to go in, to be fair with you. I really would love to go in. Let's do that. Why the heck not? Charfutur managed to slap us. Not exactly what I looked for, but that's what we have. He got slapped back. That is okay. I'm trying to get in. This is very risky thing. Extremely risky thing. I may get punished from here. Luckily, it's not the case. Good. Now, what we can do from this position? From this position, we can just start eliminating the guns for obvious reasons. Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. We are feeling quite alright. Now, unfortunately, our gun is damaged, so what that means if overall we are struggling to hit the enemy, with damaged gun we are going to struggle even more, which is completely understandable and it's fair. I get it. I get it. Man, this improved matchmaking is working fine. 2 games in a row we are getting the teams that are not the sharpest tools in the shed, if you will. Remember the lower plate. Lower plate can be easily penetrated and he will keep me alive. Luckily he is failing. Good. He is not playing ideally and we are feeling fine. We survived yet for another clip, which is very much appreciated and we are feeling very good with this. Sure, Charfutur will soon join the fight, at least he should, or T-54 will, and then, you know, it is kind of going to be a game over for us. But for the time being, we are feeling quite alright and we are just enjoying ourselves to the best of our ability to enjoy, right? Now, once again, I believe it's a matter of the time whenever this Cobra will simply go in front. So we are just simply waiting until this gentleman will say, yep, it's my time to shine. Yep, this is where we will die, but before dying, we are going to cause quite a bit of the damage for this T-54, and now rest is history. Pay attention to what we are doing. We are just face-hugging the enemy as good as we physically and possibly can. And now we are showing the sight for the Cobra. He has 4 in the magazine, last in the magazine. Luckily, he is not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's aiming for a lower plate. Both of them does, and we are dead. Now, I know it doesn't look that bad in this type of situation, and it isn't, but please note that enemies do not know what they are doing. They are like headless pigeons. Um, so there is that, and we definitely need to highlight this. I do not mind both of the builds which are going to be released today in the index page, plus recommendation for a crew setup as well. So there is that. Anyways, let's see the score. And we are back with a 4.1 thousand damage, 2000 blocking, 400 assisting damage. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage for a second game in a row, even though those are defeats. I'm feeling pretty good. And 29,000 minus because I was firing quite a bit of the gold ammunition as well, right? Man, it's not bad, but it is not great. I can tell you that much. Not great, not terrible. What is good about the current matchmaking is that you are more likely than not are fighting against the equal opponents. So that is actually pretty good, and kudos to Wargaming to make it. Where the equal games goes, that's a different story, and I don't really think that Wargaming can fix it. Anyways, last but not least, we are playing in the Sand River Standard Battle, and we are trying to figure out how this mother trucker will work over the range. Where the gun depression goes for this tank, it has -8 decrease of the gun depression pretty much almost all over the board. Excuse me, I said the truth, fellas. This is the sign that I said the truth. Okay, what is the goal? The goal is to be kind of involved in the kilo line. We can see the Progetto tourists traveling around. We love our tourists, fellas. I very much appreciate the tourists in the World of Tanks. They are great, they are awesome. I love them with all my heart. Have a habit with this tank while having the turret, or I supposed to say gun, raised. This is very important thing to highlight. Beautiful shot, kind of for free. I don't want to be too aggressive because I don't really think this is the correct way to do the things. And we can clearly see that we have enemy forces just simply going in front like crazy mother truckers. This Lorraine is a dead meat, that's for sure. And I have a feeling that we may have a lemming train. Meanwhile, whenever you are raising the turret, you definitely have a weak frontal mantlet. You need to keep this in mind. And even though it's not pretty, this is how this vehicle is looking like, and this is how the armor specific of this tank works, right? Meanwhile, we have Progetto over there. We don't really care about Progetto. We are just relocating like there is no tomorrow. And we are thinking how we could spot all the enemies sitting in this area. We can definitely see that Progetto has some silly goose ideas, and he paid for it. He definitely did. Meanwhile, we are trying to find a decent enough angle to start clipping every and each mother trucker sitting over there, which is the right way for us to do the things. Beautiful 1000 damage, nothing to cry about, nothing to complain about, that's good. We are playing with this vehicle like we supposed to play with this tank. I think, once again, even after those couple of games, I'm pretty familiar with this vehicle, and it definitely doesn't feel like, what is this tank? Nani? Raise the front eyebrow? Really? Really? You know, we definitely do not fit this. We definitely do not feel this way. Meanwhile, we have Rue playing over there, so we want to park nearby next to him in order to find good enough angles to punish this XM. Unfortunately, we cannot do that, but we are completely okay. We are just simply waiting for a time being. Whenever Rue will spot him, which there is a big chance he will, we are going to make sure to punish him and to send him into the garage. That's good. Meanwhile, We have the Aries playing over there, which once again it doesn't really bother us by the slightest. And we are going to reload. 25 seconds reload is actually very okay for this tank. I do not feel like it would be reloading for a decade, which is very good thing. And now we want to be a bit more aggressive. To the question mark point aggressive, right? We want to slap the living crap out of this Mr. Foch. Perfect timing for a reload, that's very good, and we start slapping him. Unfortunately, the Foch is looking at us, but once again, we just don't care, and we are feeling all right. 1 out of 3 for 25 seconds reload. Definitely not ideal. That's fine. How we could be mean for the enemies. 3 seconds left. Mean gameplay incoming. Good, we eliminated this guy. Now we are going for Mr. Ares. Ares is thinking that he is feeling alright, but in reality he lost 300 damage or 300 hit points, and we won't keep him hanging. We will give another 300 in the face. Keep this in mind that people do not know this vehicle yet. What that means that they have no clue of us having an autoloader. They do not know our armor module, so that means it takes a bit of time for enemies to realize when they can penetrate us or whenever they cannot penetrate us, right? So that is fair. Moving on next, we are going towards the zoo. Obviously, we are going on the reload instantly, and we are feeling quite all right. Who never been spotted? IS-3 never been spotted. Usually IS-3 can be quite tourists. So what we want to see is this gentleman, by any chance he is AFK in the base. Because there is a possibility. There is always possibility that you will find some AFK mother trucker that got crashed or something. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it is the case, which is quite sad, but let it be. No freebie for us. Now, this Mr. S-Pats, he may be sitting somewhere over there, although our Jack Tiger is not spotting him. Okay, let's relocate. That's fine. We are in the enemy base for the time being. We are feeling quite alright. Our base is kind of secured, so we don't really need to panic about our base. And this Jack Tiger eliminated the Sioux from the game. That's good. I still want to believe that we have plenty of the ways to do the things properly over there. As you can see, we just eliminated the brother from Mother, Mr. Kilo Bravo 2 is taking one for the team, and we are going on the reload. What is in my best interest is to find this Mr. IS-3, so we are going to push our damage score to 5 or 6,000. That's what I am looking for, and all signs are showing for us that this gentleman is either sitting somewhere over there or he's hiding in some sort of corner. I would put my money on that the guy is on Alpha line. Here you go, he's making pressure, so he definitely was over there. That is understandable. Not great, not terrible for this tank. I truly believe that it serves us wonders that enemies just simply has no clue what this vehicle is all about. I think in the end of the day, this tank is going to end up around 3.5 rating, just because of the autoloader. If not autoloader, I truly believe that the tank would be significantly worse than that. But once again, that is only me. Those are the first impressions. Things can still change, you know, and we are exploring together, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are explorers. We are explorers, if you will. Now, the gun is not really made for sniping, right? But luckily we are hitting our shots. We lit him on fire maybe twice in a row, not really. 5.3 thousand damage. That is a very, very good situation for us. And we played this game extremely, extremely well. I am very proud of this, and I think that we showed how to play with this vehicle very, very well in those 3 games. Yet, this is a new tank, but it definitely feels familiar. I just simply think that it is a medium version of Object 752. Straight up, this is what I think about this vehicle. Medium version of Object 752. Okay, that's what we have. Meanwhile, we got ourselves a decent performance over there, a high caliber, steel wall, the sniper schnitzel, 5.3 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. We are first by the damage, we are second by experience. I want to highlight that in every and each round we have been top by the damage, and only in this round we are second by the experience. And we made 57,000 profits because we were not shooting that much of the gold, plus on top of that we have completed mission. If not this mission, we would make barely 7,000 credits, so please keep this in mind. Now, performance-wise, what we have done with this tank. We have played for a pathetic 33% win ratio, but that is life. But where the performance goes, 4.4 thousand average damage, 200 assisting damage, nothing to complain about this tank. No, I don't think that every and each of you should get this vehicle, although it is definitely not the worst pick from the Battle Pass tanks. Overall, I do not hate it, but I don't find the tank being the best tank in the world of tanks. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you enjoy the first impressions of this vehicle. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you. If you enjoyed what you have seen, remember to like the video. That helps quite a bit. And see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.